That looks like an addition. Some big windows. That would be east. Real big windows. And then one step down. And then more windows. Yeah, these are really big and nice. Vinyl. Dining room. Track lighting, which isn't really in anymore, but can easily be replaced. So this back's a park area. And I believe might be behind, I think it's, pretty sure it's park area. Anyway. Okay, here's the kitchen. Yeah, they added this on because this isn't like a really big opening here. It has a dishwasher, but it's the tiny one. Let me see if I can find some lights. And the microwave goes there, and the cooktop is there. Okay, here's the front door again. Okay, so I put the stove over here, and I changed this a little bit. See, one time there was a light, let's see, you can't see it so good. It has 2 screws in it. Oh, there you go. There was a fixture right there. And you could put it back that way. There's some recessed lighting. There's 4. It's not. So you could change that around a little bit. That's a pretty big refrigerator. And this is like a sunroom. Oh, and it's hot. Very hot. Humid. It's been very humid here. Okay, so that would go outside, and then these all open, and there's power out here. There's evidence of some water getting in. Some places, so you want to check that out. Have the inspector check that out. Oh. This is really kind of open. Yeah, the backyard is a slope. It would be oh, you see what they did? They did a terrace. The neighbors. The other thing you could do is plant some trees that grass doesn't grow very well under, which would be like those pines over there. They do have a lot of pines in this house, but nothing up there. Yeah, you could work around that and find out ways not to mow that. Maybe a garden. So newer air conditioner. Roof looks good. I mean, it's the heritage shingles. That's interesting how they have that little patch of grass. So the shed. Yeah, you gotta open all this up. This is an oven. If you don't have the windows open. Okay, let's go back in here. Oh, yes. Humidity. I don't like it. Wait, let's see. Ta-da, basement. Even cooler down here, I'm sure. Okay, so here we go. Some pretty thin carpet on the stairs. Decent handrail. Oh, it has 2 handrails. Okay, water heater's big. Looks, well, it's probably just 40 gallon. Pretty standard. So, no floor, but that looks like a thing. It reminds me of the really old ice cube things, but you know what? This is I bet you put cassette tapes in that. This is interesting. They use blinds to hide the storage. That's glass block. Beam. Stay away. Alarm. Here's this must be the garage. So there's the garage. Where's the lights? One sure way to find lights, right? So it's deep. Let me go all the way. This is so you don't hit your car door on right there. Yeah, I think my car will fit. Pretty sure. Oh, it has a sprinkler system. That's nice. Let's see. They just had some plumbing work done. I guess that's why it's like that. But see how you can see right up in there? Or see that? You can see right up in there. So you probably want to get another ceiling tile. Okay. It's always a search for lights in houses. So, I always look for the sticker for the year. Golly, I can't even read that. I don't know what that says. Maybe we make it out 18. I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess, but it doesn't look too ancient. And I met a warranty person yesterday at a warranty company, and yeah, after closing, the things are covered immediately. But then she said that if you're adding a warranty and it's not a closing, then I don't know what this is to, and maybe that has something to do with the sprinkler. After if there's not a closing, then there's a 30-day waiting period. Okay, so this is like, is there a light in here? It's pretty much, it's like it's unfinished almost. So the laundry's right here. This is a really big laundry room. This is how they built them in the 60s and 70s. I mean, looks decent to me. Oh, that goes from the furnace across there. They have these little boxes that it can pump in, and so you don't have to have that. This is a soft water system. It's gurgling. Panel looks decent. At least it's not fuses. Been in some of those. It's a 220 outlet, so it is three-prong gas. Not a gas dryer. I'm walking and talking and not doing a very good job of it. There's an outlet up there. Yeah, I think, and that's a gas line. Yeah, this is the duct work, but what kind of wall is this? Oh, so, I mean, you could maybe make this smaller, make this area bigger. And they did block windows. Look at this. I didn't see this before. This is a shower. Yeah, it's a real good idea to have a shower right next to a 220. An inspector would go nuts. No shower, no water, buy a 220. No, absolutely not. Very dangerous. Of course, you wouldn't use that. You'd just take it out. All right. So the basement is pretty much a redo. Okay. This is that's not drywall. No, this is drywall. It's very thin something. Okay. The AC works well though, I can tell you that. All right. Let's go the rest. So, oh, it has one of these. It has one of these. I've heard from the older folks that these are pretty good, but see, it has a regular one too. And then you can sit down. So it has both. And if you didn't want any of it, it can be changed back to what it was, which was a tub shower. So linen. This is just a regular vinyl floor, a towel thing. And yeah, it's kind of older, but not too hard to change that part. This is must be the security system, not ready to arm. I'll have to find out. If you're interested, we'll find out who has it. I wonder if there's wood. Well, once you know, that's how you find out if there's wood. You'll look in a closet. So chances are that it's like under all this carpet. So it's an okay size. It would fit a queen, not a king. This one is a lot bigger. This would fit a king if you want. It would be tight, but this probably queen would be better. So the vinyl, it says they had ABT. The vinyl windows are good. So it's the backyard and the shed. That's the access to the shed. And then closet. That's a newer ceiling fan. It's always easier just to take off this much wallpaper than like a whole room full of wallpaper. Bright yellow room. This is the yellow room with an office light. And yeah, they must have done some work on the for the tub. It looks like new copper. Yeah, see. Floors might be pretty good, you know. Some people like carpet and they just leave it down. So I think that's it. That's coat closet. So the way I see this differing from other homes in the neighborhood is that it has this extra room and dining room, whereas before you probably, you just had that kitchen. So, because I'm pretty sure this was added on. And the paint's not bad. A few marks here and there, but the stove being, or the cooktop being right here, some people wouldn't like that. I mean, you still have room to sit right here, but if you have a table over there, you don't really need to sit here. That box could come out and you could redo the cabinets and put a stove, just a regular range right there, and then do a different island. So, oh, this is one of the ones that you just push in. Yeah, that's a waste. Well, I think you could move it over here. Well, you could move it over here, and then you could get a microwave and vent it out through the roof. I mean, these are solid cabinets, and these are good quality, solid cabinets. Changing this hardware on the hinges would do a lot for these, but these are good quality. And then even something like this can be cut off. You get a carpenter and they just, level that off so it's all even. Just some ideas. And then if you could just got like lower cabinets, or you could probably reconfigure these to make it so a dishwasher would go in, and then you could use some of the other cabinets. Yeah, that's one piece. Yeah, we could figure it out because you have these too. So it could be figured out. All right, there's your tour. Go back out here. There's the side of the house. Yeah, this was an addition. That's why that basement's not as big. Because it's part garage and then it ends about over there, like in between those two windows. So if you have questions about this or any other house, any questions about Omaha, reach out. I'd be more than happy to help.